Lifestyle creep could be eating away at your profit line in your business. And we want to be aware of lifestyle creep so that it doesn't happen to you. And if you haven't heard of lifestyle creep yet, what that means is it's a creeping consumption. So as you earn more money, your expenses gradually start to increase because you feel that security that you're earning more money. So it's okay to spend more money. So what happens is we end up spending more money without monitoring and tracking how much money we're spending. And soon enough, we find we're spending more than what we're bringing in each month. So this happens to a lot of business owners. And the reason why we're talking about it today is how to keep yourself from getting stuck in that trap of lifestyle creep. If left unchecked, lifestyle creep can quickly add up to a huge amount of debt and a loss in savings. And ultimately, that will lead to financial instability. Lifestyle creep can also erode at your retirement savings. So you want to make sure that you are keeping your finances together. Now, I get that it sounds very constrictive, but the reason why we're being proactive and monitoring our lifestyle creep is because right now, there's this impending recession coming. And you want to make sure that you're monitoring your finances so that you're not spending more than what you're making. Because when you're spending more money than what you're making, that puts you into trouble because that puts you into debt. So for those of you who haven't met me yet, my name is Melissa Houston, and I am the founder of She Means Profit, which is a blog, a podcast, and this YouTube channel. So if you like what you're seeing, I would invite you to hit subscribe below and hit like on the video so that we can reach more people just like you. And if you subscribe, we will be able to reach you every time we drop a new video. So on the surface, lifestyle creep doesn't seem like a bad thing. After all, you're making more money, so why shouldn't you be able to enjoy it? But the problem is it leads to high level amounts of debt and it erodes at your savings. As your expenses go up, debt load can increase, putting you at risk of financial difficulties down the road. And if you're not careful, lifestyle creep can eat away at your savings, leaving you unprepared for your long-term goals and your retirement. So I'm not saying that it's not okay to spend, but I'm saying that you got to watch what you're spending. So let me give you an example of lifestyle creep. Let's say that you got several clients and you're feeling really good about it and your money is coming in. It gives you a couple extra $1,000s a month and it's just adding to your bottom line. So what do you start doing? You start dropping money on things like entertainment, nights out with friends. Maybe you're upgrading your lifestyle now. Maybe you're just spending. You feel like you're not having to watch what you're spending as much because you feel that financial freedom. But what happens is this extra spending, this justification becomes a part of your habits and your lifestyle. So you're constantly thinking, it's okay, I'm making more money so I can spend more money. But spending gets away with us. Believe me, I'm guilty of it. I know what it's like. And if you stop monitoring what you're spending, then that puts you into trouble. So you want to make sure that you're not spending more money than what you're bringing in so that you don't jeopardize your long-term financial goals and you don't put your business in jeopardy. So if you find yourself gradually increasing your spending, it's essential to take a step back and reassess your budget. Otherwise, you may end up in debt and struggling to keep up with your new lifestyle. So let's talk about some consequences of lifestyle creep. And one of the major consequences, which we've already talked about, is it puts you into debt and it chips away at your savings. So whether you're buying a bigger and more expensive house or taking more expensive vacations or just indulging in more expensive things, your costs will go up. You want to keep your eye on the prize because if you've been following me for a while, you know that you need to set financial goals for yourself and for your business. So when you deviate from that plan, what you're doing is you're only robbing from yourself. And it'll take more hard work to generate income to replace that money that you're spending. So how can you avoid lifestyle creep? The first step is to be aware of it. Pay attention to your spending patterns and ask yourself if your purchases are truly aligned with your values and goals. If not, it may be time to make some adjustments. Another helpful strategy is to live below your means, which we were talking about. By saving money and living off less than what you earn, you'll create a buffer that can help you without going into debt. This is all part of the cash management system plan as well, right? You want to be creating profit in your business so that you've got a cash reserve on hand for when times are leaner. Lifestyle creep, it may seem harmless, but it can affect your finances and your well-being. So if you find yourself falling into this trap, I've outlined a couple of tips for you. So the first one, take a close look at your spending habits and keep monitoring your spending. I'm not just talking about personal finances here. This applies to business finances as well. So when you're looking at your spending habits in your business, you could be spending more money on outsourcing, taking off that workload for you. And, if you're not monitoring your expenses, you may be biting off more than you can chew. So you want to make sure that you keep monitoring what you're spending. And it's essential that if you've hit that point where you're spending too much, it's time to start cutting back. So ways to monitor your spending, you can use Mint, the Mint app, which is fantastic. That's great for monitoring your personal finances and showing how much money you have left in your budget to spend for each category in a month. You can look at your business expenses regularly, at least once a week, where you're checking in and making sure that you're not spending too much. Being mindful and being aware of how much you're spending will help you deter lifestyle creep. Now, the second tip I have for you is you don't want to erode your savings. So when your income starts increasing, your savings should start increasing as well. So automatically transferring a fixed percentage of your income into savings for your personal finances is a great way to keep your savings going. And if you're following the 5-step cash confident framework, then you know that for the cash management side of your business, you need to be saving a certain percentage for your cash reserves as well. One of the best ways to save money is to set up that automatic withdrawal so that you can just set it and forget it. You know that this money's coming out of your account, and then you can forget that you have it. I often think of my savings as an expense, so that it's like paying an electrical bill or any type of bill. It's a savings bill as well. So it's gone. I don't have access to it, and I forget about it. So I don't feel tempted to spend it. And then the third tip I want to leave you with is create that realistic budget and stick to it. So we were talking a lot about monitoring your expenses, but when you increase your income coming in, you may also want to reassess your budget in your business. So making sure that you're not letting that lifestyle creep into your business and your personal finances, and just allocating that extra cash as to where you want to put it. Do you want to reinvest that money into your business? Do you want to build up your cash reserves? Are there, some pretty exciting projects that you want to take on? Proper cash planning is really important in your business so that you can finance yourself and you're not relying on external debt. So the bottom line here is that monitoring your spending habits is really the best way to avoid lifestyle creep, and being honest with yourself, right? So money is very emotional. And when we work hard, we feel like we should be able to enjoy our money. And the problem is that if you are working towards your financial goals, which you should be, then that's going to derail you from your big plan, and you don't want to rob from yourself. Downturns in business happen regularly, so be proactive and remember that good money management is the best way to accelerate your wealth. So if you're looking for a solid financial foundation in your business, I invite you to grab the free 5-step roadmap to a profitable biz. The link is in the show notes. And this will help you create as much profit as you possibly can in your business, because profit is the reasons why business exists. And I am here to help you generate and optimize that profit in your business.